Okay, so I am going to be, as if you already could not tell, sprouting for the rest of my life. I love it. I love the whole concept. I love the ease of it, and I love what it gives you. Again, making your own food, like it's phenomenal, and you're already eating healthy, and you're making what you've been eating that much healthier. And you can't beat that. Coolness aside, we're not even discussing the coolness factor because it's up there. It's up there. So we are, in essence, supersizing the nutritional value of what you are eating. I mean, whole grains, great for you. Sprouted whole grains, oh my God. Come on. All right, so nutritionally dense foods, that's what we are focusing on. And we are going to start our little experiment, because this was definitely an experiment, because again, all of this is new to me. I have not been doing this for years. I am trying it and sharing it with you as I'm doing it. Learning experience, but I'm having a lot of fun. So our first project with actually making something with the sprouted food that we've been creating, because usually, you know, I sprout it and then I throw it in something or on top of something. This time I actually made something. So what did we make? We made bread. Sorta. So I saw this recipe online with I don't know if it was a blogger or something. I think it was called easydiets.com. Don't quote me on that. He said they don't miss bread anymore. Forget bread. It's passé. It's so 2010. They make their own bread by sprouting hard winter wheat and then sticking it in their crock pot to slow kind of cook. I don't even think, being that it was at the lowest setting, it was even categorized as cooking. So this probably basically was, in essence, a raw bread. But basically, this is how it went down. So here's the hard winter wheat. Looks really neat, all sprouted and things like that. So what we did, we took this wheat and we went ahead and put it in the processor, mushed it up a little bit, cycled it around a few times. Didn't really take that long to break it down. And once it was a kind of pasty consistency, we balled it up, sprinkled a little bit of cornmeal on it, and formed it into a loaf. So with that loaf, we went ahead and dropped that into a Pyrex dish inside the crock pot, cooked it on low setting. So it was in there for about 8 hours, but the consistency in the center wasn't what I really loved, so I sliced it up and put it back in for a few more hours. So this is what I made: chicken breasts, sliced grapes, the sprouted sunflower seeds, and then I added the bread alongside and drizzled the whole thing with raw coconut sap. Okay, so you know the whole sprouting thing is going to continue, and I honestly cannot tell you how exciting this is for me, because you know, you eat healthy, and then even in the midst of doing that, and you know you're doing right, and you're doing your vegetables and your fruits and your whole grains and everything, you do sometimes fall into a rut. This definitely has eradicated my rut. So I have a whole new dynamic of healthy eating, and this is just as perfect. Of course, I went to Whole Foods again today, and I'm gonna show you what I got. So, it's my Whole Foods bag. Wait. Whole Foods! Okay, so, and then I'm gonna tell you exactly what is so lovely about all of this that I got. I'm gonna have to remember, because you just write a code on the bag of what it is, and you don't really write down what it is, and I think I should have did that. But I believe this is rice. This is sweet brown short grain rice, which I've tried before, and it was actually really good. A little chewy, a little crunchy, but I actually liked it, and I think it'll work well in certain recipes. I just have to find the perfect fit for that. And then we have here, I gotta guess, I believe this is kamut. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So, because we're just starting out, I have not tried to sprout this yet. So I just got a little bit. And even this, even like with the rice, this is a whole lot of rice, because you know once you sprout things, they tend to swell up. So this is like double or even triple the volume once this is all done. Same with these. These will expand, so we don't need that many. Okay, here, I know this. This is quinoa. Love quinoa. Cook it all the time. Eat it like rice. But I just recently started sprouting it, as you saw. But I love it, and we have a whole lot of that too. Here is, dang, what is this? Oh, this is flaxseed. Now, I know I've read that you can sprout flaxseed, but I've been seeing people having a little bit of difficulty. So I might just soak these. And like I said, I've used them once as crackers. Once I soaked them and added a few more ingredients. But we may try to put this into another recipe as well. We love them. They're our favorite. They're our first sprouting love, mung beans. All right, so we got a whole lot of those too, because so far they are the easiest and the quickest to sprout. Although rinsing them off at the end, where you have to get rid of the green outer layer to show off the nice creamy white mung bean, that takes some time. It's worth it, but it takes a little bit of time. All right, this is our wheat. This is the hard winter wheat that I used for the bread originally. And like I said, next time we do it, we're going to add a little more ingredients like the quinoa and maybe the kamut, and we'll just see how all that works with the flavor of the bread. So, but not least, we got nuts. We have seeds. We have pumpkin seeds, raw pumpkin seeds, and raw almonds. Now, you see how many almonds I got? That's a good cup and a quarter maybe. And then the same with the amount of pumpkin seeds, which I love. I freaking love pumpkin seeds. They're fabulous. All right, so thinking about, I actually have something in mind that I'm going to be using those nuts with, but I'll tell you that later. That's another show. But what I really wanted to mention, here's my receipt. All of this stuff that I got, if y'all forgot, you know, let's just put it all together. Here we go. All of this. All of these grains, pounds and pounds worth of grains and nuts and seeds that, again, like I said, looking at them, just imagine that twice to 2.5 times its size as far as once they sprout, and the serving size that will result from that. The receipt. I spent $11.22. That's it. $11.22 from Whole Foods, which usually is highly unlikely to spend that little at Whole Foods. But all of this, everything that I can make out of this, $11.22. Who said eating healthy is expensive? Almost, I'm going to say 90 to 95% of the bulk items that I just purchased were also all organic. So yes, so I don't believe the almonds were, because organic almonds are really expensive. And I think the organic ones were close to, I want to say $15 a pound, whereas these were only $7. So I got the regular almonds, but I believe my mung beans are organic, the kamut is organic, the quinoa, the rice, almost every other thing I bought here is organic. I bought a lot, and still $11.22. You cannot beat that. And you're sprouting these foods, you're making them super duper healthy, much more than they already were. Adding this into your diet is going to do wonders for your system, and you spent $11.22 at Whole Foods for organic food. It's fabulous stuff there.